Namaskar and welcome to the season 2, session 5 of the series dedicated to Vilas Bandevdekar Bandi on mentoring. We have touched most aspects of mentoring. We have tried to understand what is mentoring. मैंने ये कोशिश की है कि भाई मेंटरिंग और टीचर में क्या फरक होती है. हाही ट्राय केलं आहे की बाबा मेंटर कसा असावा. आणि आज आपल्यामध्ये a real gem of a person, Pranav Joshi, is going to speak to us on co-relationship between in the umpiring fraternity between teaching, coaching, and mentoring. Pranav has been associated with teaching local umpires for a period of time. But his greatest asset has been translating the laws of cricket into Marathi and making it an official publication with the ICC. No mean achievement. It takes penance and a lot of time to do such jobs. Well done, Pranav. I forgot to mention last week that last week exactly was the 39th anniversary of the ACUM, one of the frontal organizations for umpires in Mumbai. It was created by selfless volunteers in an era when anything said against, for, or a proposal put up could be treated as dissent by the association. They worked well, and over a period, the baton has exchanged hands to hands. Next June 20th, we will have our 40th anniversary. And hopefully, the lockdown would have gone. And we could have a gala meet similar to, or on a larger scale, to the 35th one which we had in 2017. I will miss, we will miss, not just me, but we all will miss the services of Kaka, Vikas Sonalkar and Bandi, who stood like a rock for that program. It was a quickly arranged program. A lot of people worked across the board. A lot of people worked, 30, 40. But these were the two who stood right with me, right with us, to ensure that this program becomes a success in the shortest period of time. It is easy to draw a project. It is easy to draw timelines. It is easy to draw how the program will move. But all this could not have happened to a great extent without the support of the volunteer group led by Kaka and Bandi. I will remember them always with love and respect. And when we make it to the 40th, all of us make it to the 40th, I believe, we will commemorate their memories very well. Pranav, over to you now to take over the class for the day. Subodh, you can mute everybody and allow Pranav to open up, because otherwise a lot of sounds coming in from all over the place.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Pranav, you can unmute now.
Thank you, Ganesh sir. Subodh, please allow me to share my screen.
Proceed.
Our topic today is umpiring, coach, mentoring, co-relationship, be it a teacher, a coach, or mentor. See, when the majority of we have experienced all three relationship at some point of time. I will just a minute. Stop my video so that the streaming is smooth. Yeah. Yeah. As a children, we all have gone to school. We all usually have a formal education process which puts us in a contact with our teachers. There may be leaders or experts in our umpiring fraternity who coach us from time to time, and we might have trusted a mentor at various points throughout our life. When you think of teaching, coaching, or mentoring, the question comes to your mind that what is the difference between a teacher, a coach, and a mentor? While the skills required are similar, and all are used as a development tools, the structure and outcome are quite different. To get answer of this question, let us see the definitions of all things. A teacher. A teacher is a person who helps his her students acquire knowledge, competences and values. एक शिक्षक आपल्या विद्यार्थ्यांना नॉलेज अक्वायर करायला, ज्ञान मिळवण्यासाठी, कॉम्पिटन्सेस आपली क्षमता वाढवण्यासाठी आणि आपली व्हॅल्यू मूल्य विकसित करण्यासाठी मदत करतो. Teacher is more of a formal learning relationship. Any student first learns. When we all started umpiring, we all were taught laws and their application. Teaching is focused on imparting knowledge and learning. Then comes a coach. Coach is a person who trains or teaches somebody specially to compete in sports or pass an exam. A coach is a person who teaches and trains an athlete or a performer. We can say that a coach is a form of special teacher. Coach helps students refine their skills. Coach will train someone towards a specific goal rather than teaching a general information like teacher. While a simple and broad definition of mentor is, a mentor is an experienced and trusted advisor. A mentor provides actionable tricks and tips to overcome obstacles and challenges on his personal experience. स्वतःच्या अनुभवावरनं मेंटर हा आपल्या क्षेत्रात काही अडचणी आल्या किंवा काही आव्हाने आली तर त्यांच्यावर मात करण्यासाठी आपल्याला काही ट्रिक्स आणि टिप्स देतो ज्या त्यांनी स्वतः करून बघितलेल्या असतात. Now the best way to understand how these relationships are structured is to do a side-by-side comparison. The first comparison point is relationship. A mentorship is based on building strong relationship between the mentor and a mentee. That should be a bond of strong relationship between the both. See, if you are are not open enough to accept criticism or a constructive feedback from your mentor, which are very important as far as your development is concerned, how will you be able to work on them? Unless you are convinced, if this relationship doesn't exist, the mentee will be less likely to follow mentor guidance or even build trust between them. The trust is very important. Unless a trust is there, you will not be able to work on some things which mentor is telling you. It should not that you did not have a great relationship with your coach or a teacher, but it's not a requirement for good learning experience. Down the line, this relationship between coach and a student or student and a teacher can develop into a mentor and mentee relationship also. Then the next point is a time frame. Generally, coaching and teaching are of a shorter duration. Coaching or teaching relationships are more likely to have time bound schedules with a specific outcome in mind. However, sometimes it can last longer depending on the goals achieved. Like in schools or colleges, we know that we have a full academic year to pass that grade, or in our MCA umpiring classes, we know that the length of the course will be roughly around 1 to 2 months. So that is a time bound exercise. A mentoring relationship can be longer. It tends to be more long term and lasting a year or two or even longer. It depends on the mentee's goal or objective. The next point is focus. The main focus of a teacher is to impart knowledge to his students and make them capable of clearing the exam. Since the group here will be big, giving personal attention, personal focus to the student, each and every student may not always be possible. Coaching is more of a performance driven job designed to improve the performance of an umpire with special training. In coaching, the focus is on performance. With the help of a coach, you can improve your performance by polishing some of the umpiring techniques or skills. A coach may be able to give a personal attention to his students as the size of the group is comparatively smaller, comparatively low. For example, uh, special coaching classes were arranged by MCA for selected candidates appearing for BCCI exam, where the focus was to improve the performance for those candidates in that short span of time, maybe a week or 15 days. Mentoring is more development driven, looking not just at a current job function but beyond, taking more of a holistic approach to career development. In mentoring, focus is on overall development with a long term goal in mind and with one on one approach. Mentoring generally is done with one mentee and one mentor, so personal attention is possible here. Then we come to structure of the job. A teacher it generally delivers series of structured lectures based on a syllabus, often accompanied by exercise and activities designed to help students learn. Here, teaching comes from a set of predefined rules or curriculum or education system, such as syllabus. In MCA, we have a syllabus of MCC laws. Maybe in BCCI, when we go to the higher level, we learn playing conditions, different calculations, etc. So that is based on a specific curriculum. Traditionally, coaching is done in a structured way. The coach is at the driving seat. Coach decides what to do, what not to do. He offers a structured approach to solve issues. He may take the sessions of, I mean, only one objective in mind of of improving a particular skill or so on. Or he may take a series of classes or sessions where there is one goal in mind. They go towards improving that goal. In mentoring, mentor and mentee discuss their goals, then set tasks for achieving their goals. Generally, meeting with the mentor tend to be more informal and on the need basis as required by the mentee. Mentor is a guiding relationship. The key distinction between a mentor and a coach or a teacher is that a mentor information isn't prepared beforehand. Teacher or coach may prepare what to do today, what to take, what kind of a topic to take today, and he may come prepared for that. कोच किंवा टीचर आधीपासून तयारी करून येतात. त्यांना काय शिकवायचं आहे, काय प्रश्न विचारायचे आहेत. तसं मेंटरचं नेहमी असत नाही. मेंटर हा मेंटीच्या रिक्वायरमेंट प्रमाणे आपल्या याच्यात बदल करतो. मेंटी काय विचारतोय, त्याचं टार्गेट काय आहे, त्याला काय त्याच्याकडनं हवं आहे, त्याच्यावर त्याचं क्लासचं स्ट्रक्चर बेस्ड असतं. Then we go to the next point, expertise. All are expert. It's not that one is more expert or one is less expert. But teachers expert are generally in a knowledge of a topic. They are masters of theory. Again, based on the syllabus, which are they taking. The coaches are hired for the expertise in given area, one in which the student desires improvement. टीचर जसं टॉपिकमध्ये एक्सपर्ट असतात, थिअरीमध्ये एक्सपर्ट असतात, कोचेस एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर एरियामध्ये एक्सपर्ट असतात. जर कधी स्टुडंट एखाद्या कोचला निवडत असेल तर अशा बेसिसवर निवडतो की हा कोच एखाद्या समजा हा एक फिजिकल फिटनेस ट्रेनर आहे तर तो त्या फील्डमध्ये एक्सपर्ट आहे. आपल्या अंपायरिंगमध्ये एखादा कोणी असेल तो कॅल्क्युलेशनमध्ये एक्सपर्ट असेल तर तो कॅल्क्युलेशनसाठी त्याच्याकडे जातो शिकायला. किंवा मला आठवतं टेनिसमध्ये जोकोविच होता, त्याने पूर्वी सर्व अँड व्हॉली गेम सुधारण्यासाठी बोरिस बेकरला हायर केलं होतं ॲज अ एक्सपर्ट. तर असा कोच जो आहे तो एखाद्या फील्डमध्ये एक्सपर्ट म्हणून हायर केला जातो, घेतला जातो. मेंटर टीचिंग्स कम फ्रॉम हिज एक्सपिरियन्स अँड विजडम. त्यांनी स्वतः ते अनुभवलेलं असतं मेंटरनी. सो इट इज मोर लाईकली टू कम फ्रॉम द हेड रादर दॅन द हँडबुक. सिलेबसची जी हँडबुक्स असतात त्याच्यात उत्तर शोधत नाही मेंटर आपल्या प्रॉब्लेमचं, तो त्याच्या आपले प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करण्याची साठी मदत करतो. Mentor provides actionable traits and tips to overcome the obstacles and challenges. A mentor may give inputs like how to think in a specific situation. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, जर तुम्ही एखाद्या मॅचच्या सुरुवातीलाच एक दोन चुकीची डिसिजन दिली असतील तर तुम्ही त्याच्यावर कसं ओव्हरकम कराल, काय विचार कराल, कसा बाउन्स बॅक कराल, किंवा तुमच्या परफॉर्मन्स सुधारण्यासाठी तुम्ही आपल्या सवयींमध्ये काय बदल कराल, हाऊ टू इनकल्केट हॅबिट इन युअर रेग्युलर रुटीन. मेंटर विल टीच यू दॅट फ्रॉम हिज एक्सपिरियन्स. Then the objective. The main objective of a teacher is to pass on the knowledge so that the student get great grades. In umpiring, the objective will be not only passing the exam but to qualify to the next level. It is a measurable objective. It is measured through marks or grades of which you get in exams. The objective of a coach is co-created by coach and student in order to meet the specific needs of the students. Like we saw the examples of calculation or fitness, the coaches coaching is based on that, to have the objective in mind and then structure the sections according to that. In mentoring, agenda is set by the mentee. मेंटीला काय हवंय ते मेंटी ठरवतो आणि त्याच्याप्रमाणे तो मेंटरला सांगतो की मला तुझ्याकडनं हे हवंय, आणि मग ते दोघं मिळून ठरवतात की कसं स्ट्रक्चर करायचा कोर्स. आणि त्याचं हे काय असतं, How will you measure that? Result of the mentoring are not measurable, not less quantifiable, you can say, and more based on the personal fulfillment of the mentee. मेंटीचं समाधान होत असेल तर you have achieved your goal. Unless mentee is unsatisfied, you may try to improve in certain area. Now the next difference is questioning. Asking questions is a tool of a teacher or a coach which helps him assess how much knowledge his student is absorbing. Asking thought-provoking questions is a top tool of a teacher of a coach. It engages students in learning process and provides opportunities for students to ask the questions themselves. जेव्हा आपण शिकवतो क्लासमध्ये, टीचर शिकवतात, तेव्हा ते एक प्रश्न विचारून तुमच्याकडनं काढून घ्यायचा प्रयत्न करा उत्तरं. त्याच्यावरनं ते ठरवतात की तुम्हाला काय कळलंय, तुम्ही किती विचार करताय त्या एखाद्या गोष्टीबद्दल, तुम्ही किती ते फॉलो करताय. Teacher comes to know the level of thinking of the students when students ask their questions. स्टुडंटच्या प्रश्नांवरनं टीचरला कळतं की याला किती कळलंय. एखाद्या क्लासमध्ये आपण म्हणतो काय काय प्रश्न विचारतायत, कधी कधी एखादा बॉल बाउंड्रीच्या आतून सापाच्या बिळात गेला, बाउंड्री ओलांडली, दुसरीकडनं बाहेर आला वगैरे, अशा काही प्रमाणात. किंवा बॉल मारला हवेत, बॉलचे 2 तुकडे झाले, एक बाउंड्रीच्या बाहेर पडला, एक हात कॅच घेतला. अशा अशा वेगवेगळ्या प्रश्नांवरनं आपण अंदाज बांधू शकतो की स्टुडंटला काय कळतंय, स्टुडंट किती ओव्हरऑल विचार करून प्रश्न काढतो का नुसतं विचारायचं म्हणून विचारतोय. But in mentoring, relationship of the mentee and mentor is more likely to, mentee is more likely to ask more questions, tapping into mentor's experience. Mentor is a source of constructive feedback. Whenever you get the opportunity, you should ask questions to your mentor. Pick his brain. You will definitely get more ideas than you ever expected. Just ask question. प्रश्न विचारा. जे आपण 2-3 लेक्चर आपण बोलतोय इकडे या फोरम मध्ये सुद्धा, की प्रश्न विचारा. एवढे नॉलेजेबल लोक आहेत आपल्या ग्रुपवर. जास्तीत जास्त प्रश्न विचारा, त्यांच्याकडनं काय काय आयडियाज घ्यायचा प्रयत्न करा आणि ते तुमच्या ऍक्च्युअल प्रॅक्टिकल करिअरमध्ये फॉलो करा. तुम्हाला नक्कीच त्याचा फायदा होईल. Now to conclude, I may say that no matter how young or old you are, and whatever point in your life you are, you should always have a mentor and be actively mentoring somebody. By remaining reachable and willing to share, the rewards are of immense pleasure for everyone involved. Thank you. You may ask questions. The forum is open for you. Thank you
Nice,
very much.
crisp and well explained. एकदम मस्त केलेलं. Simple language, simple positions, without touching too much of what we have already understood from various past 4 lectures, but clubbing that to come to this beautiful presentation. We now leave the meeting open for questions from anybody. Vikrant Joshi.
Yeah, sure. Shall I ask?
Please.
Yeah. Hi, Pranav. Good morning to all of us. And what I want to know is basically now we all have already qualified MCA exam. So we all know at least a bit of laws and playing conditions. So I am at very early stage in MCA umpiring. So is it okay for me to have looking for the requirements of teacher and coach as well in mentor?
Yes, why not? I mean, mentor is always a teacher, or mentor knows all the things that teacher knows or a coach knows. There are if any specific thing you want, you can always ask mentor. Why not?
Okay, so I mean, like, we are at a position wherein we might not know each and everything. So for those things also we can look upon for the mentor as well, though it may be technical.
What you don't know, how can you ask that?
I mean, uh, something which I don't know right now, if I come across such things, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Why not?
Yes. Thank you.
Vikrant Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Vikrant Joshi, what is
Hello.
your reason to come into this umpiring field? You said you're new,
Sir.
right?
Yes, yes. So it is more about the passion I have. Like, from childhood, I was willing to do the umpiring. I had interaction with few umpires while playing cricket for school. So actually, I tried to register when I passed my 10th as well. But at that point in time, they said that below 18 you cannot register.
Hmm.
So it is like the liking towards the field I have.
Very good. See, the question is simple to you, for you to be explained. Umpiring, I'm only specifically talking about umpiring and mentoring related to umpiring. See,
Yes.
most of the people who came into this umpiring came in with the passion for the game or picked it up as a hobby.
Yes.
This is a general trend. When I came in 90s, 1991, I came in for the love of the game because I was moving out of the game as a player. My office timings were different, so I wanted to stay in touch with the game.
Yes.
That's the period when you're taught by a teacher and a coach explains to you something. This is a period at which a teacher and coach type of person is very important. Mentoring comes in. Why has mentoring now become a topic for discussion today in this forum? Is because umpiring has become professional. Most of us in this show today are amateur umpires. We started off as amateur umpires
Absolutely.
and we made it an alternative profession. But going ahead, it could be the profession, the first primary profession, and secondary could be something else. And that's happening. We can see it. We can see it happening.
Yes. Yes.
There are a
Absolutely.
lot of full-time umpires. There are a lot of full-time umpires. Maybe for necessity or maybe for the growth. Both. There are, and I think this is going to rise. But when the professionalism tries to come in, it is time for you to become professional. So your teaching and your coaching must get into a good mentoring to ensure that you lead a life where you achieve goals as a professional. It is not that as an amateur I don't set my goals or anybody did not set their goals. But the paths were not clear at that time for us. We were happy we were in a good job somewhere and we were doing umpiring. Today, self-entrepreneurship, Atmanirbhar Bharat, these are things that are happening. So you don't know, you'll have an alternative profession and make probably umpiring your top profession. And it's coming in a big way. It's coming in a big way. It's already happened at the top levels, ICC, BCCI. It is bound to percolate down to the state association. Hence, at your stage, I believe you must work on a teacher coach mechanism. And if you are groomed yourself, then you start looking for a mentor. Because getting
Thank
into
you.
mentoring, you will be asking some questions where somebody may feel, why is he asking these basic questions, which could have been answered when you were studying. Okay. Bakul Ondia has a question.
Jain sir.
Jai Hind, bhai.
So my question is regarding whether it's a teacher, a coach, or mentor. What is the better thing? Whether you should not, you should interfere your student or trainee not to make mistake and interfere at correct time, or let him make whatever he wants to do and then you correct it. Which is the better one?
Pranav, you'll take it. I'll take it afterwards. You take it first.
See, I mean, you cannot go on the field and work along with him. Whatever he does on the field in umpiring relation, you have to observe that, you have to note that, and then try guide him to the path that will improve his performance. And that improvement is also on the mentee. उसको उसका खुद का ही करना है. You cannot take his hand and do that. You only can guide, you can provide him with the special tricks or something, tips or some guide his thinking process or something like that. But in the end, he has to do it himself. Whether you tell him to do it uh, before he goes to the ground or after he has done the mistake, that is not a problem. But you are only to guide him. After all, he has to do his work on his own.
बकुल भाई, सिंपल बात
Yes
है.
sir.
जब भी कोई भी टीचर सिखाता है या जब भी कोच आपको कुछ ट्रेनिंग देता है,
Yes sir.
वो इसीलिए देता है कि आप 100% परफेक्ट होना चाहिए. ये आपके ऊपर है. और आप एक ह्यूमन बीइंग हो, गॉड की एक मिस्टेकन क्रिएटिव आदमी हो, और पागल हो कि अंपायरिंग में आए हो.
Right sir.
ओके, तो मिस्टेक
Right.
होना ही है. मिस्टेक होना ही है.
Right sir.
किससे नहीं हुआ है.
Right.
जब मिस्टेक होता है तो उस टाइम की गाइडेंस,
Right.
उस टाइम की माइंडसेट, उस टाइम की एक फीलिंग कि भाई मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यार, मैंने तो इसको फांसी दे दिया, अभी मुझे नहीं करना है.
Correct.
तब आपको समझाने वाला चाहिए कि भाई तुम पहले आदमी नहीं हो जिसने किसी को फांसी दी है.
Okay.
भाई ये
Right.
होता रहता है, बट एक ऐसे
नहीं,
करके
sometimes students feel कि सर को पता था कि मैं ऐसा मिस्टेक कर सकता हूँ, तो पहले ही क्यों नहीं बताया मुझे, तो मैं
कोई
ऐसे
नहीं
मिस्टेक
सकता है.
नहीं करता था.
हो
That's
ही
why
नहीं
I asked.
सकता है, हो ही नहीं सकता है. कोई भी टीचर आपको मिस्टेक्स करने के लिए नहीं सिखाता. ये पहली बात है. मैं आज दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ, मैंने 1990 में सीखा, 1997 में क्लास में बैठ के सीखा, और दोनों टीचर मेरे हमें नहीं सिखाया है कि आप मिस्टेक करो तो फिर सिखाऊंगा. हमें बताया गया कि ये लॉ ऐसे इम्प्लीमेंट होना है, ये कंडीशन ऐसे होना है.
Correct.
मैं अगर ध्यान नहीं दिया था क्लास में, मैंने अगर क्लास में ध्यान नहीं दिया तो मैं मिस्टेक करता हूँ.
Right. Thank you.
या
Thank
या उस वक्त मेरी ध्यान ठीक नहीं थी. मेरी लेवल ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन was not to the required level. That is when I make a mistake.
Correct.
आप गाड़ी चलाते हो, स्कूटर चलाते हो, आपके पास ब्रेक है, एक्सीलरेटर है, क्लच है, आप अच्छी तरह से यूज करते हो, आप चलते हैं. आपकी अगर ध्यान भटक गई, तभी कोई ना कोई छोटी या मोटी मिसहैप होती है.
Right.
Basically, how to get back your focus, how to get back your concentration, how to avoid making a mistake is what we try and learn. And that is where initially you need a teacher, coach, and then you need a mentor when you go on the field to understand what you are doing. Okay, we have about a minute and a half left. I think Nihar, you had a question, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nihar will take it after we relog in, because it is too short a period to answer it. And I also think who else had a question or a query? I think Niranjan had. He has got more than enough time to type 44 lines. So he will ask the question after you. So others can get ready with their questionings, and I think we will re-log in because this is first time that I'm seeing some constructive questions coming out in the first four, after the four sessions, coming out for explanations. The mentoring is not something which happens always. Mentoring is new to the umpiring field. Umpiring field always had teachers and gurus. Mentoring एक दर्जा उससे अलग है, वो समझना अपने लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है. आप किसी को भी गुरु बना लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. आप सीखने वाले को, आप जिससे सीखेंगे वो आपको दिया गया होगा कि ये आपको सिखाएगा एसोसिएशन की तरफ से. लेकिन मेंटरिंग या मेंटर चुनना एक अलग सा एक प्रोसेस है. निरंजन और निहार, who was the first one?
Nihar.
Nihar sir was the first one.
Yeah. Nihar, go ahead, Nihar.
The 36 participants, should I wait or should I ask now?
Go ahead. If they are not going to come in on time, it's their problem.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, Pranav sir, for a really nice, crisp session, and especially the nuancing that you made between a teacher, coach, and mentor. My question was more around the setting of an agenda, because you mentioned that mentoring agenda is set by the mentee, and what would be some kind of a good guideline or approach to keep in mind, having seen your experience, or maybe a question to all the other experienced umpires who are also been mentees and mentors, in terms of how should one set an agenda so that you have the you have best interaction with your mentor.
Mentor-mentee relationship, the agenda is more long-term basis, more of a long-term basis, like some career development or how to progress in. If I want to be a BCCI umpire or ICC umpire, what basic improvements should you do in your own umpiring skills or techniques or communication or body language, whatever. You try and set a long-term goal and talk freely with your mentor that these things I have in mind. How would you guide me, and for how would you give me the answer? I mean, what can I follow and reach there? What time it will take? And it need not be always a BCCI or ICC goal. It can be anything different also. Whether I have a different career and umpiring. How should I balance between them, or anything else also? But you take 2-3 points, and then mention clearly to your mentor that this is my requirement, and then you should together develop a structure of the course or that communication. You can also review it. I mean, if some mentors give you some instructions and you try and follow it in your 5-6 game, then you can go back to mentor and see this is I followed, but I have these problems. Now you keep on discussing, you keep on taking reviews, so that the mentor also understands that what actually practical problems are you facing, and then accordingly he will change his guidance or process.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir, you're in mute if you are speaking.
Yeah, I'm clear. Ajit or Rajesh want to come in on this? On this question?
No, I didn't hear it, Ganesh. I just logged in.
Okay. Thana. Okay. Basic thing to you, Nihar, to be understanding is that a mentor is a senior. You know who's a teacher? That's been allocated by the association. You know who's your coach, probably given to you by the association through its board of umpires. Maybe not in official capacity that he's a coach, but maybe an observer, different titles. But then you have to look at mentoring, as I said, is a higher plane. बहुत एक स्तर ऊपर का है. और ये स्तर ऊपर क्यों है? ये स्तर ऊपर इसलिए है कि मेंटर जो है वो सीनियर है अपनी एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से. अब आज मैं बोलूं जिसने अंपायरिंग फील्ड पे किया ही नहीं हो, वो आके आपको फील्ड में क्या करना है सिखाने वाला मेंटर नहीं हो सकता. Must understand this. So he is a senior, and a mentor is a senior who is willing to share. कि बाबा हाँ पूछो तो मैं बताऊंगा. He is willing to share. तो ये नहीं बोलता है ये फालतू है, ये नहीं बोलूंगा. He is willing to share. Share his experience, share his ways of how things are to be done as how he would think based on his personality. Who is a mentee? Mentee is the one who is willing to learn higher things than law, playing conditions. What a mentee gets is a valued advice from a mentor. That need not be daily. It can be hourly, it can be daily, it can be weekly, fortnightly, or even monthly, or even yearly. Depends on how you work your relationship. What does a mentor really do? What does a mentor really do for you? If you select a mentor, or what should the mentor do for you? That would be the more appropriate way of saying. Actually, mentoring is a very fruitful role, if you ask me, very personally. The mentor normally decimates valuable information and makes it into small sentences or small parts and makes a whole picture for you, so that you grasp a situation, a problem, or a general life mechanism quickly. That's what he does with his experience. The role of a mentor, and जो भी mentor बनना है या जिसको आप select करना है, what does he do? वो आपका skill, आपकी mindset और आपकी attitude, इसको डेवलप करता है राइट डायरेक्शन में. राइट डायरेक्शन में ये आपके ऊपर है कि आप कितना लोगे एज अ मेंटी, कितने ट्रस्ट हो गया आपको, और किस हद तक आप लेने के लिए तैयार है, पढ़ने के लिए तैयार है या समझने के लिए तैयार. पढ़ना तो टीचर के साथ चला गया या कोच के साथ चला गया. किस हद तक समझने के लिए तैयार है, किस हद एक चीज समझना चाहते हैं, और जब नहीं समझ में आता है या समझने में कोई तकलीफ है तो आपको क्वेश्चनिंग करना, उनको पूछना. क्वेश्चनिंग इज अ रॉन्ग वर्ड, मैं बोलो आस्किंग. लेट मी नॉट से क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर. इट इज आस्किंग अ डाउट. और अच्छा मेंटर जो होगा वो आपके डाउट भी क्लियर करेगा, और वहीं पे आपको समझ में आएगा कि ये मेरा मेंटर बन सकता है कि नहीं बन सकता है. इट्स योर सिलेक्शन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, राइट? निरंजन, यू कैन कम इन विथ योर क्वेश्चन.
येस सर. सर माझा प्रश्न असा आहे की
निरंजन एक मिनिट थांब.
हो सर.
निहार, you had unmuted. Anything?
No, I said thank you, sir.
अच्छा. निरंजन, या.
सर माझा प्रश्न असा आहे की बरेच वेळेला असं होतं की आपल्याला एखादा डाऊट असतो किंवा एखादा प्रश्न असतो की ज्याच्याबद्दल आपल्याला ऍक्च्युली काही माहित नसतं, आणि कधी कधी डाऊट असतो की ज्याच्याबद्दल एखाद्या प्रश्नाबद्दल आपल्याला माहिती असतं थोडंफार, पण आपल्याला जस्ट क्लॅरिफाय करायचं असतं की आपल्याला समजलंय ते बरोबर आहे. म्हणून आपण एखाद्या मेंटरला किंवा टीचरला आपण एखादा प्रश्न विचारतो. असं होतं की त्यांच्याकडनं ते एकदम प्रामाणिकपणे उत्तर देतात, पूर्ण एक्सप्लेन करतात, पण समाव आपण सॅटिस्फाय झालेलो नसतो त्या आन्सर. तर मग अशा वेळेला आपण सॅटिस्फिकेशन आपल्याला मिळेपर्यंत त्या माणसाचा पिच्छा पुरवायचा, की आपण पुढच्या वेळेला कोणातरी दुसऱ्याला विचारायचं किंवा तोच प्रश्न दुसऱ्याला विचारायचा, की स्वतःच आपण एक्सप्लोर करायचं त्याच्याबद्दल. ते काय त्या 3 ऑप्शन पैकी सगळ्यात बेस्ट काय राहील?
Pranav will go for it.
Unmute.
हा, पहिली गोष्ट मेंटरिंग रिलेशनशिप ही ट्रस्टवर आहे, मेंटर आणि मेंटी. आपल्याला जर एखाद्या गोष्टीचं उत्तर पटत नसेल किंवा आपल्याला काही वेगळं वाटत असेल तर आपण सरळ त्याला सांगावं की बाबा हे मला बरोबर वाटत नाही, किंवा हे आपण असं करून बघूया का, किंवा मे बी एक्सपिरियन्सनी मेंटरला माहिती असेल की हा सुरुवातीला असे प्रॉब्लेम येतात पण नंतर हे करत राहिल्यावर ह्याचं वेगळं हे होऊ शकतं, चांगल्या ह्याच्यात हे होऊ शकतं. तर मी तर म्हणतो पहिले ट्रस्ट आहे तर पहिले तोंडावर व्यवस्थितपणे सांगावं की मला हे नाही पटलेलं. दुसरं, कुठलाही प्रॉब्लेम असला ना आपल्याला तर कोणालाही विचारायच्या आधी मी म्हणेन की स्वतः आधी त्याचं उत्तर शोधायचा प्रयत्न करावा. एखादा लॉ रिलेटेड असेल किंवा प्रॅक्टिकल रिलेटेड असेल, आधी त्याचं उत्तर स्वतः शोधायचा प्रयत्न करावा आणि मग मेंटरला त्याचं उत्तर विचारावं. पण समजा असं मेंटरचं उत्तर पटलं नाही आणि तुम्हाला वाटलं की हे आपण दुसऱ्या कोणाला तरी विचारायला पाहिजे, तर सरळ फ्रँकली मेंटरला सांगावं की मी हे याला असं असं विचारतोय किंवा काय, किंवा त्याचं गायडन्स घ्यावा, याच्याबद्दल काय करावं, मला हे नाही जुळत आहे. कदाचित एखादा प्रॉब्लेम सोडवण्याच्या किंवा प्रॅक्टिकल हे एका अंपायरचं वेगळं असू शकतं, तेच रुटीन दुसऱ्याला कदाचित सूट नाही होणार. त्यामुळे एकच आन्सर सगळ्यांसाठी करेक्ट असेल असं नाही. त्यामुळे जे काय असेल ते फ्रँकली मेंटरला बोलून आपण करावं असं माझं मत.
ओके.
येस, सिलेक्टिंग अ मेंटॉर मध्ये आपलं मागे झालं होतं एक टॉपिक, आय थिंक मिलिंद भटने घेतला होता. तर मी तेव्हा पण म्हटलं होतं की प्रत्येकाची पर्सनॅलिटी वेगळी असते. मला जर माझ्या मेंटॉरने सांगितलं की तुम्ही ग्राउंडवर खूप ॲग्रेसिव्ह राहा किंवा मोठ्याने बोला, आणि इफ इट डझंट सूट माय पर्सनॅलिटी इट विल नेव्हर वर्क. तर सिलेक्टिंग अ मेंटर हा एक फार इम्पॉर्टंट भाग आहे. मी तुम्हाला मागे माझा एक्सपिरियन्स पण सांगितलं होता की माझ्या मेंटरने सांगितलं की तू असं असं कर आणि ते मला आवडलं नाही किंवा मला जुळलं नाही. तर आता एखादा मेंटर, आणि माझा पहिला एक डिफरन्स तुम्ही लक्षात घ्या की टीचिंग आणि मेंटरिंग मध्ये काय फरक आहे. टीचर तुम्हाला सांगतो की नो बॉल हा ग्राउंडेड और रेस्ट असतायला पाहिजे, वेळेस मेंटर तुम्हाला सांगतो की तो शिकवत नाही बसणार. तो तुम्हाला सांगेल की तुम्ही जर ही मिस्टेक केली तर तो त्याच्या अनुभवातनं फ्रॉम हिज ओन एक्सपिरियन्सेस ही विल टेल यू की हे नेक्स्ट टाइम कसं रेक्टिफाय व्हायला पाहिजे. किंवा तो तुम्हाला असं सांगणार नाही की अरे पिचिंग आउटसाइड एक्स्ट्रा मार बिफोर नाहीये, तर त्याला ही इज अबाउट दॅट. तर तो इम्पॅक्ट किंवा डिफरन्स बिटवीन अटेम्प्टिंग टू प्ले अँड प्रिटेंडिंग टू अटेम्प्ट अ प्ले हे कोच तुम्हाला किंवा टीचर सांगणार नाही. हे तुम्हाला समबडी हू इज अबाउट दॅट, हू हॅज गॉन थ्रू ऑल दिस थिंग विल टेल. आता तू म्हणालास की निरंजन की मला एखादा मेंटरचा प्रश्न मी विचारला आणि मला उत्तर पटलं नाही, तर ॲज प्रणव हॅज राईटली सेड की पहिलं ट्रस्ट पाहिजे आणि त्याला तुम्ही क्लिअर सांगा की बाबा हे, अँड ॲज ही हॅज अगेन राईटली सेड की तुझं होमवर्क झालं पाहिजे, उगाच आपलं विचारायचं पण विचारायचं नाही. त्याचं उत्तर तरी सुद्धा तुला पटलं नाही की नाही, इट डझंट सूट मी, माय टेम्परामेंट, माय पर्सनॅलिटी, यू कॅन गो हेड. आणि काय असं रूडली सांगायची गरज नाही की मला तुमचं हे नाही, यू कॅन क्वाइटली शिफ्ट अँड आस्क समबडी एल्स. सो दॅट इज वेअर द सिलेक्टिंग अ मेंटॉर कम्स इन टू प्ले. And that should come early in your stage, early stage of your career. Because once you reach higher levels, then you start selecting a mentor, it will become too late. So a person who suits your temperament, personality, your nature, selecting a mentor should be somewhere early in your life, not at the end where you have already reached some heights. Thanks.
Anybody with a question? Any raised hands? Subodh, any raised hands or anything in the chat so far for questions?
No, sir. Gautam had something to say.
Gautam is written where you should watch videos. त्याला फुरसत आहे. काम करणाऱ्या माणसाने एवढं वेळ काढून बघावं लागेल. काय गौतम बरोबर ना?
असं आवड असली की सवड असते.
नाही, आवड असेल सवड सर्व ठीक आहे, पण मला सांग किती तासाचा आहे ते व्हिडिओ?
So I think there are 4 episodes and they are to be watched at leisure. It's not something that or the book those I'm talking about. When we are talking about this entire concept of coaching and mentoring,
Put it in the group.
maybe when we read material like that, तेव्हा आपल्याला better understanding होतं की what is actually meant by all these concepts or how players have dealt with their coaches, their mentors or their teachers. आणि त्याच्यापासून जे रिअल लाईफ एक्सपिरियन्स पासून आपण शिकू शकतो ते इट मेक्स डिफरन्स इन आवर अप्रोच अँड ॲटिट्यूड. तर म्हणून आय वुड रेकमेंड ज्यांना कोणाला वाचनाची आवड आहे दे कॅन डू दॅट. सम पीपल डोंट लाईक रिडिंग or they are not used to reading, they can watch something which is more sports oriented and which drills the concept in their mind. That was my idea.
You can put it in the WhatsApp group because this group chat will go off at the end of the session.
Yes, absolutely.
Ajit is around, I see. Ajit? Is Datar there? I see him in the group.
I think first session he was.
He is there. Now also is there.
Yes,
I can
sir.
see his name. ठीक है. I get Chandrakant Mase in.
Yeah.
Mase, come.
Are you able to hear me? Hello?
नाही, बरोबर नाही.
बरोबर.
नाही रे बाबा. स्प्लिट आवाज येतोय.
नाही येत
काम
अजून?
कर, व्हिडिओ बंद कर, फक्त ऑडिओवर राहा.
हा.
व्हिडिओ बंद कर, फक्त ऑडिओवर राहा. बघूया.
Hello? Better now?
हा,
नाही
बेटर,
अजून.
मच बेटर.
ओके, काही नाही. जरा निरंजनच्या प्रश्न. निरंजन, बेसिक एक डिफरन्स आहे. आर यू नॉट सॅटिस्फाईड, नॉट हॅपी विथ द आन्सर? काय होतं बरेच वेळा आपल्याला काय, आपण एकदा प्रश्न विचारतो आणि कधी कधी आपल्याला काय ऐकायचं आहे ना ते आपण ऑलरेडी आधी ठरवलेलं असतं. आपण एक
Okay,
एक्सपेक्ट
हा.
करतो की आपल्याला, आपण एक असं एक्सपेक्ट करतो की कोचनी किंवा मेंटरनी आपल्याला हे असं उत्तर द्यावं आणि आपण प्रश्न विचारल्यावर काहीतरी वेगळंच ऐकतो की ते आपल्याला झेपत नाही म्हणा, किंवा असंही असू शकतं की इट्स नॉट अ क्वेश्चन वेदर द मेंटर इज राईट और रॉंग. व्हॉट यू इंटरप्रिट, हाऊ यू इंटरप्रिट आणि व्हॉट यू अंडरस्टूड. त्यामुळे प्रणवनी सांगितलं त्याप्रमाणे आधी स्वतः जेवढं शोधता येईल, जेवढं खोदकाम करता येईल तेवढं करायचं. आणि मेंटरनी किंवा सांगितलं आपल्याला तर ते आपल्याला पटलं नाही म्हणजे का पटलं नाही, म्हणजे ते आपल्याला ते ऍक्सेप्ट करण्याची तयारी नाही, आर वी प्रिपेअर्ड ऑर नॉट, ते पण इम्पॉर्टंट आहे.
ओके.
आणि मग त्याची नेक्स्ट स्टेप, इफ यू आर नॉट सॅटिस्फाईड, नॉट हॅपी, जस्ट यू कॅन गो टू समबडी एल्स. But as Rajesh said, that there has to be a trust, confidence. You take your current mentor into confidence. Tell him that I'm going to ask this question to so and so person, or I already asked and I got this reply, so that in future you are synchronized, you are at the same level. Okay, Niranjan, I hope it's clear. Thank you.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू.
हेरले साहेब आहेत का? हेरले साहेब आहेत?
I'm here.
Herle is one of the oldest, probably today in this group, who's been umpiring for ages now, and he came in. I'm sure, like us, Herle sahib, you came in because of passion, and then now you're devoting time
Yes, sir.
to umpire. You came in
Yes, sir,
because of the passion of the game.
Exactly, sir.
Can you shed
Yeah.
some light on this new concept of mentoring that we are talking about? Because I'm sure in
Ah.
your time it was teacher and maximum guru.
Yes, sir. I was having only the teacher. No guru was there, nor mentor, because that was not in our mind that come to
Yeah.
that we go for the mentor. Whenever I ask the questions with someone higher umpires, they said you have done the better thing. Once I asked Mr. Dara Dotiwala, because I umpired with him, and I wanted to know something from him. He said, you're as good as me.
Yeah.
So the thing was that his mentors came, it's only recently. And in our time, there was no mentor, no guru also, only the teachers were there. And we didn't feel that we have to go for this. It is really a great thing that you have started with this mentoring. And Sunday's Zoom, it is the umpires coming up or already in the umpiring fraternity, they should take up the things and to improve them. That's all. Thank you.
Early, to be honest with you, even mentoring is a new concept for a lot of people. It's
Yes,
just
sir.
started because umpiring is getting professionalized from an
Definitely,
amateur umpire. You know, in my time, I could tell the BCCI today I cannot do a game next week because I got office. These boys who are in BCCI today cannot say that because
sir,
then
exactly.
they are put on minus mark straight away, which affects their career. No, it's wrong. It may be
Yeah.
right or wrong. I'm not getting into that part of it. But fact is, changing. It's changing. Umpiring is changing.
Definitely,
When
definitely.
If today I had to do a match at Maidans of Mumbai, I would have to call the no ball as soon as the foot lands. And by chance, if I were to go to a televised game in ICC, then I don't have to call. You know how much of changes there is to do within a man's personality. My natural instinct is to raise my hand when the foot lands outside. And now to say you don't raise your hand, you raise your hand only when I call you from the room. It's for a change of mindset. A change of mindset in two places. Change of mindset in two places. That is why you need higher professional trainings.
Correct.
If it was normal, I'm sure, Herlesa, when you came in, player behavior was far helpful, I would say, to umpire a game than it is today, or than it is even 5 years back.
Exactly.
Players were respectful of sir, Kaiser. If you have done something which is not right, they would say, sir, Kaiser, and they would walk off. These days, you will have a 15-minute question answer session, which actually is troublesome.
Definitely.
Sudhir Gadgil, Tadoba is here. Tado, your views on this subject. He's been a fine player, a great coach. Now as an observer, doing many things, studying the laws, understanding the laws, and asking a lot of questions in private also on certain issues. Nice to see you, Sudhir.
आणि तुम्ही म्हणता ते बरोबर म्हणताय की आमच्या वेळेला आम्ही अंपायरना बरेच रिस्पेक्ट द्यायचो आणि ते जे काय डिसिजन देतील ते फॉलो करायचो. हॅलो, ऐकायला येतंय का सगळ्यांना?
येते.
आम्ही जेव्हा क्रिकेट खेळायचो तेव्हा हेरले पण आम्हाला अंपायर होते आणि तेव्हाची परिस्थिती अशी होती की जे काय अंपायर डिसिजन द्यायचे ते फॉलो करायचे, ते त्यांच्या अगेन्स्ट कधीही डिसएग्रीमेंट दाखवायचे नाहीत. मला वाटतं त्याचं एक कारण असं असावं की तेव्हा बरेचसे कंपनीज क्रिकेटर्सना जॉब द्यायचे, पण आता मला वाटतं बरेचसे कंपनी बॅकआउट झाली, ते बहुतेकांना जॉब देत नाहीयेत आणि म्हणून हे प्रोफेशनलिझम जास्तीत जास्त पुढे येत आहे असं मला वाटतं. आणि त्याच्यामुळे डिसएग्रीमेंट म्हणजे कुठे ना कुठेतरी आपलं नाणं दाखवायला पाहिजे म्हणून डिसएग्रीमेंट होत आहे की काय असं मला वाटतं.
Nice
Hello.
thought. Sudhir, nice thought on the subject. Nice thought between amateur and professional. Polly, your thoughts, if you're around.
Yeah, Ganesh, Sudhir just pointed out that there is a lot of disagreement between the players and the umpires now. The basic problem I find in this particular case is the players are unaware of the laws. They are not following the laws, or they are not trying to read the laws or try to understand the laws. When Sudhir was playing, I was playing, Bhatkar was playing. That particular time, if an appeal was disallowed, immediately the reaction to the umpire was, sorry sir. And during the match or during a tea time, there is to be a process that the two captains, the two umpires would sit together and have tea together. Nowadays, we have to search where to sit when you come to the pavilion for any interview. So this particular aggressiveness is there in the players because they are not, I feel, they are not 100% sure about their performance. I would like to quote one example. Basically, I came into umpiring because I was given a decision which was, which I didn't agree. And it changed the course of the game. And I had a vengeance against that umpire. And I said, well, I'll come into umpiring and I will become a better umpire than what you are. And I will try to see that the teams or the players are not affected by the decisions or wrong decisions which are given during the game. So for that, you have to have a passion for it, love for it, and wholeheartedness you have to be involved. But these particular things, will for a mentoring part of it, it's a very good idea that when you reach a certain level, applause are okay. Then the man management or the team what you are managing on the field is okay. But there are certain ways of handling the situation where a mentor comes in, and where that mentor will always try to help you out in how to come out of the situation. As you rightly said, it can be anybody who is a senior person, who can be an observer, anybody, or even a person who is a cricketer standing outside the ground, the boundary, and watching you. So this particular subject of a mentor was very nicely explained in all the 3-4 episodes, and Pranav made it very clear and crystal clear how things should be done and how it should be followed. Thank you.
Thanks, Polly. I think we have Vrinda Rathi here today. Is she around? I see a VR. I hope it's Vrinda.
Yes, sir, I'm here. Hello?
You are among the new crop of umpires. You are among the new crop of umpires. Can you listen? Or can you hear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We've had some sessions which you have been part of. You've also seen a bit of the earlier era, maybe the 2010, 11, maybe as scorers, maybe, but then it's a match official. What do you feel on mentoring? What are
Yes,
your
sir.
thoughts?
So my thinking is when I actually started officiating in any capacity. So I started as a scorer. So that time it was just like, we used to do we'll just go there, do and look after the game basically and observe how the umpires would do. But at that particular time in 2010, I never knew what umpiring is actually, like how we go there, stand out and do umpiring. But after 2013, when I got that inspiration of trying this out, I started umpiring. And as rightly mentioned, that every stage we have somebody to guide us. We had teachers first. We had Bandy sir, we had Francis Gomez sir, who were taking the lectures for us. So they were the initial people who really taught us the laws, who made us understand the laws and what the game is and how the umpiring is. After that stage, when I started umpiring, so the main, I would say the main people who helped me were the local umpires, all my colleagues, the senior umpires with whom I used to do. So I would say they did play a role as a coach in my process, who guided me practically. If I did not know something, okay, this is to be done. If I just got stuck in some situation, they'll say, okay, just try this way out. Don't do this way. So they did actually coach me in some capacity. And once, as I progressed into the BCCI exams and when we started, so that was the time when we started connecting to the senior umpires. When we had classes, when we had lectures, so we spoke to you, we spoke to Rajesh sir, Pranav Joshi sir, Anil Dandekar sir. So that was the time we went to you all specifically for many things, like how to prepare for a BCCI exam. And after the preparation, how to appear for the exam, how to clear the exams, or probably after clearing, how do we go about it? So that was the time I felt that now, I don't know if I had then thought about mentoring, that this is what mentoring is. But now when I look back, I feel, okay, that was the point where I realized that I started speaking to people as a mentor, that actual actual problem in a game or a situation where I got stuck. How do I deal from this if this is happening? And especially in BCCI, when we travel to different places, the conditions are very different. So talking to you guys actually helped, because you all are the ones who's already been there, seen the games, done the matches. So I feel mentor, yes, in today's world, it is necessary because the game is professional. The field is professional now. So that is my thought, I feel.
Thanks. Ajit is in, I think. Ajit, thanks, Vrinda. Ajit. Is Ajit around? Yeah. Yeah, Ajit, we're waiting to hear you. Ajit, you're not audible at all. Any technical hits, Subodh?
No, sir. I think I can see him, but he's not around.
Ajit, Ajit unmuted perfectly, but now I can't see the microphone.
I think he has not connected it at all.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just add to that, Ganesh, Vrinda's point.
Go ahead.
Vrinda, after first season, I think had come to my house, and she said I had a terrible season. First season was horrible, and what is to be done? I mean, now I don't have to tell her the basics. The thing that I told her is that now you are too good umpire to have 2 consecutive bad seasons. So whatever bad has happened, it will never happen again. And the confidence that she got from this, I think helped her. So mentoring is not going into details about the minute thing, but just helping her or helping him to come out to a problem which was there in the first season. So mentoring is more to, looking after the psychological or mental part of it.
Yeah.
And I think she was, she is a good umpire. So she was good enough and she came out with the better colors in the next season. So that was a point that I remember when she had come to my house.
Definitely, sir. I would mention this, that any kind of confidence which is given, a positive thing before going into a season or before going into a match, really helps when somebody's down. It really boosts so that, and that confidence is there that, okay, I can go out and I can perform better. So I feel that is really important as a mentor if you get some positive notes.
Thanks, Rajesh and Vrinda. Anyone with anything to ask for? Or we summarize and say bye-bye? I think nobody's coming out with his hands or a chat message to say that he has something to add. So we will try and wind up because we are less than 3-4 minutes left in the show. Let me thank Vinod Seshan, Anand Dovlekar, Milind Bhatt, Gautam Gawankar, and of course today's speaker, Pranav Joshi. They have really taken the MCA level of umpiring to understand what is a professional umpiring or professional life, and how a new concept of mentor is going to may help them to reach their goals quicker than it's expected. I just want to summarize with 3 lines on this. A teacher teaches, tests you with the questions, and reports back to the administration. That's the exam that you have, right? A coach teaches, tells you, watches you, and discusses you with his friends. That's a coach. Normally, a discussion between a mentor and a mentee are never shared with the administration. It is the trust between the two of them. And that is the major difference between a teacher, coach, guru, or mentor. Mentor is 1:1. Mentor may have 20 mentees under him, but he will not say what Pranav did vis-a-vis what Deepak did, or vis-a-vis what Subodh did. No. For him, Pranav is a case by itself, or Subodh is a case by itself. Handled there, left. It doesn't even come to the administration. It's only when the results show that you try and understand kya ho raha hai. And that's the basic difference. The trust is between the mentee and the mentor, that it will never get reported to the authorities more than the administration. So on this note, thank you so much, gentlemen and ladies, for being here on the show. Been a pleasure having you all. Next week is a lecture by the old gun who's still new. He still writes new in his assignments with the BCCI, and sometimes writes newer in the assignments. Chandrakant Masse will be taking an interesting lecture. Hope to see you all there. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves. We all need to be around on 20th June 2022 for the 40th anniversary. Right? Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you. Thank you, Pranav.